Hello everyone and welcome back to the Jambar in 10. I'm Caitlin Massaros.
And I'm Matt Sattler.
Before winter break, the YSU Board of Trustees met to discuss key university topics aimed at fostering students' success and enhancing academic programs. The board met over the course of 2 days from December 11th and 12th. Discussions among various committees took place the 11th, while the 12th was reserved for formal votes on agenda items. The formal meeting included presentations from academic programs and sports. Alan Tom Hay, one of the coaches of the Ethics Bowl team, shared the process of what the team goes through during competition.
That 2 minutes is how much time the teams have to prep their position, right? And so, again, for a question they've never heard, and sometimes the questions are really out of left field, right? So I have a few more items, and then I'm going to introduce or have the
Other presentations along with the Ethic Bowl team helped purvey the board into expanding programs and growing enrollment.
Several donations were made to Kill Cawley, centered on the Future campaign over the holiday season. These donations came from Jim and Ellen Tressel, the estate of Dr. Richard Zarilla, and Joe and Pam Carolla. Heather Chun, Vice President of Operations and Human Resources at the YSU Foundation, said the remodeling will cost over $40 million.
They have not set a specific goal for the campaign. The intent is to raise as much money as we possibly can before June, when demo will be in full swing. As
of December 31st, 2024, the total amount of donations is $6.78 million.
TikTok is set to be banned January 19th unless ByteDance, TikTok's parent company, sells the app to an American company.
This law follows the previous act from December of 2022 that prohibited TikTok on federal government-owned devices. Youngstown State University followed by banning TikTok on all YSU-owned devices. YSU's information security architect, Aaron Merlino, said YSU was concerned about the app's safety.
If you've ever read through the the agreement of what the application actually what data it actually pulls from your phone, it's rather scary if you read the agreement in there in the app. But it basically data harvests just about everything off of that device that it's installed on.
Some YSU students, such as marketing major Ellie Maurice, protest the ban, saying TikTok isn't any worse than other social media platforms.
TikTok, if it's bad in any way, shape, or form, it's just as bad as any other social media platform out there.
Maurice uses TikTok for her job to keep up with trending topics. She said other platforms' interface does not compare to that of TikTok.
I know everything that gets posted on TikTok, it ends up on Reels, either on Facebook or Instagram, but I don't like the Reels interface as much as TikTok. I find TikTok to be a lot more, not user-friendly, but digestible. So I don't think I'd be consuming the same content on a different platform that I'd be getting from TikTok.
President-elect Donald Trump announced during his campaign that he will reverse the ban if it is enacted.
That's all we have right now for our Jambar news update. Let's take it over to Josh with sports.
Thanks, Matt. The Youngstown State University track and field team split up to begin its 2024-2025 season. The Penguins competed at home in the YSU Icebreaker presented by Southwoods Health, and some traveled to the Grand Valley State University Holiday Open in Allendale, Michigan. Both events took place on December 6, 2024. On December 7, 2024, the Penguins traveled to Sharon Collier Danville season opener hosted by Boston University. Inside the Watts, the Penguins won 6 events, highlighted by fifth-year Madison Murray setting a school record in the 60-meter hurdles. Murray posted a record-breaking time of 8.36 seconds. After the event, Murray, Luke Laubacher, and Emmanuel Asabere won Under Armour Horizon League Track and Field Indoor Athletes of the Week. In the GVSU Holiday Opener, the men's highest finisher was senior Tobias Jones, who placed 5th. In the Sharon Collier Danville season opener, 5th-year Hunter Christopher lowered his school record in the 5,000 meter by 8 seconds. The Penguins will return home at 12 p.m. on January 17th for the YSU College Invitational presented by Southwoods Health. The event will be held inside the Watts, where both the men's and women's teams will celebrate their seniors. The men's basketball team had a successful wrap-up to their 2024 season. Sports editor Dylan Lux is here to recap their 8-game win streak.
After a 73-62 loss to Western Michigan on November 27th of 2024, the YSU men's basketball team has won 8 of its last 9 contests. The streak started with a dominant 128-60 win over Bethany College inside Beakley Center. Afterwards, 2 Horizon League foes were next for the Gwins, with wins over Robert Morris and Oakland to start off their December. A week later, on December 14th, YSU faced Mid-American Conference opponent Toledo inside Beakley. This was the Penguins' second MAC foe of the season after facing off against Western Michigan. Gwins got their revenge on the MAC, winning 93-87 over the Rockets. Sophomore Gabe Dines had 9 blocks in the contest and credited his teammates for forcing the Rockets to drive.
That's a big part of my game, is being my size, and really I can't do anything without my teammates' help, so it's really just them funneling their guys to me so I can go and block a shot.
The team traveled to Dayton for a matchup with Wright State, where they emerged victorious 80-70 for their 5th straight win. 3 more wins came after for Youngstown State, including their second-to-last non-conference matchup against USC Upstate, where they prevailed 72-64. To end 2024, the Gwins played Detroit Mercy, where they gathered their 7th straight win, 73-64. Most recently, YSU traveled to Indiana for 2 separate games against IU Indy and Purdue Fort Wayne. The Penguins were victorious over the Jaguars 77-61, but gave up the most points in regulation this season to Purdue Fort Wayne in a 90-81 loss, ending the win streak at 8 games. Head coach Ethan Faulkner said he's seen great strides from his team recently, but there's always room to improve.
We've certainly made a lot of improvements over the last 4 to 5 weeks. I think there's still certainly growth for our team, but pleased with where we're at.
Youngstown State will play its next 2 games inside Beakley Center against Horizon League foes. On January 8th, the Gwins will face off against Northern Kentucky, and on January 11th, YSU squares off against Cleveland State. Both games will be broadcasted live on ESPN Plus and 570 WKBN, and to view live stats and more, go to ysusports.com. Jambar in 10, I'm Dylan Lux.
As the fall semester concluded, the Youngstown State University's women's basketball team began Horizon League play and will match up with divisional opponents for the remainder of the season. Head coach Melissa Jackson spoke on what she wants to see from her group moving forward.
This group knows that when they do play hard, they give themselves an unbelievable chance to be successful, to win basketball games, but really to compete at the level that we need to compete. And so that's what I want to see from our group. I thought today was a really good job for us, getting back in the gym, playing at the level and the intensity that we need to play at.
The team will hit the road to face Wright State University on Sunday. Tip-off is set for 2 p.m. To view live stats and stay updated on the women's basketball team, you can visit ysusports.com. After the retirement of Youngstown State University's women's soccer head coach Brian Schrum on November 8, 2024, the search for the vacant position is finally over. YSU Athletics announced on January 2nd Rich Wall will be the program's 8th head coach in program history. Formerly the head coach of Mercyhurst University for 2 seasons, Wall comes to Youngstown State with 13 years of college coaching experience at both the NCAA Division I and Division II level. At Mercyhurst, Wall collected a 20-15-5 record, and he also was the 2023 Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference Coach of the Year. With spring practices underway, the 2025 fall season will begin in early August. That's all I have for today. Let's take it back over to Matt and Katie.
Thank you so much for tuning into the Jambar in 10. We hope to see you back next week. Stay safe and above all, stay warm, Penguins.